Well, I don't know if you've been following the news much, but there are more and more colleges going to have free college. And actually, this is for every age group. And I really think it's going to happen more and more. And here's an opinion piece today in the New York Times about what free college really means. And this is a story about the people at a college called Cooper Union in Washington, in New York City. That's always been free. And then they got financial trouble and they had to raise tuition. And the students protested. It's going to go back to free, but it's going to take a couple of years. But there's more and more places where you could go to legitimate universities that are better than certainly those for-profit universities and go absolutely for free. Yeah. Now to find those, if you remember Lesko help, I got a video that explains all these to you, and it takes a little bit of time. It's about a 40-minute video. But there's a whole bunch of what you do first is check at your community college. A lot of community colleges are free. There's dozens of cities now that have free community college. Some have income requirements, some have no income requirements. And now there's even states where you could go for tuition free with incomes up to $125,000. That's in New York State. You go to all the state universities for free tuition if you're making less than $125,000. This is what's going on. There's two of the Democrat candidates want to give free tuition for everybody and also pay back student loans. Do you know that we now owe more in student loans than credit card debt? Man, it's killing everybody, right? And so they want to wipe that off the books. And, I mean, that's a debatable issue, I'm sure, but that's what's going on. And actually, when I think about that, okay, you made an agreement and all this kind of stuff, but man, people can't do anything. Now, here's what we just did, though. Last year, we gave the same amount of money, over $1.5 trillion. So there's $1.5 trillion that the government will lose if they forgive all the money. Well, the government just lost $1.5 trillion by giving it to rich people in the tax cut. We're getting less. We're getting it as a government. We're getting $1.5 trillion less. That's all going to high income people. Now, I don't know about you, but would you spend $1.5 trillion on rich people or people who are trying to get an education and make our country better? Now, I guess that's debatable, but it doesn't make sense to me to spend it that way and not this other way that's really ruining people's life. I don't think the rich people need any more help, to tell you the truth. They're doing very well, thank you. But that's what's going on. And there's so many other ways. So and one thing at all, don't go to for-profit universities. What's happening now is they're shrinking in enrollment. Now, and actually all enrollment is shrinking, but they're going down the toilet, tell you the truth. All those for-profit universities, because they're charging so much and they're making you get money from the government. They get the money. All we're making is billionaires out of the people who have these for-profit universities with government money. So they're getting subsidized. In other words, what happens in these for-profit universities is the government gives you money to give to them. And so they don't care. They're getting the money. They have the money, and you're getting a lousy product. All the things I've seen, those universities have terrible. They invest nothing in education. It's all in marketing, man, because they're making a ton of dough that way. So actually, they're even trying to change the regulations now that not to hurt them so much. I don't know if they deserve that kind of thing. But again, that's a debatable thing. But more importantly for you, me, or anybody looking to get, you know what's another good free one? If you're over 60, man, 60 or so, it starts about 60. And it's you look for the state-supported colleges. If you don't know who they are, where you are, go to your library, and your reference librarian will give you a list of all the junior colleges and the state universities in your city. They're free for old parts or real big discounts and things like that. So look at it, because God, if you're 60 years old, you can live 30 more years, and you can become a doctor, lawyer, anything you want, and do it for free. And there's all kind of other things coming out. There's a great guy I interviewed who runs this University of the People. Now, he started this thing. This is a legitimate thing. The guy's, to me, is gold. He has a lot of big, even universities on his board of directors, because he's trying to do it for free. Now, what do you mean by free? you have to see the details yourself, but it's really, I think you pay for the course. I mean, the test. So you could take the whole, and become a computer scientist. You become a health professional, a business administration, education degree, all this for free online. Yeah. And if you don't take a course, it's free, but you still got the knowledge. That's the pounds of knowledge. And actually what they do, they have a lot of scholarships because a lot of big companies are looking for people to work for them, give scholarships. And it's a fraction of what you're going to pay anywhere else. And it could be completely free because if you don't want to take the test and get a score. Yeah. So check out that, because there's options like that that's around that people do. We're all trying to impress each other because I went to this school. Who the hell cares, man? You want to contribute to society, you have a skill or whatever. And that's the important thing. And also another place to go is your local career one-stop. You don't have to get a 4-year degree to get a better job, man. You could get 6 months of skills training and get that paid for free and get a better job. And that's what I'm doing so if you're a member of Lesko Help, I'll send you this video that shows you all these new options that are available, and they just don't advertise. Don't forget the free things, don't advertise. And I think there'll be more of this coming along now. Now, whether the Democrats win or lose is going to be a part of it. But another thing, listen to this data. In this article, it says, more than a dozen states from Tennessee to Rhode Island have recognized the depth of the crisis and have moved to offer free tuition college. Bills for various kinds of grants and free relief are pending in half the states. So now you have the state governments now saying they're going to forgive student loans. Actually, you know what I found too? Is in states what they're doing. If you have student debt, they'll give you money to buy a house. You have to be in debt with a student. You have to have a student debt to get money to buy a house. Isn't that crazy? We're only going to lend to people who are in debt. It's crazy. Who knows what to say? Okay. Free higher education is popular not only with Democrats, but 41% of Republicans think education should be free. Actually, the article goes by, when we started this country, higher education was free, but you had to pay to go to elementary school. So we switched that, right? And we said, okay, you go to elementary school for free, but now you're going to have to pay through the nose to get a college degree. And that's okay. There's just too much money sloshing around in that kind of stuff. So if you're not a member of Lesko Help, I'll send you all that information. It's there, that great video I have. If you're not a member, don't forget, here, find out about this University of the People. So that's uopeople.edu. That's U, the letter, then O, another letter, and then the word people.edu to find out about that. And contact all your junior colleges and your public universities in your state. If you can't find them, call your local librarian. They'll contact them. And look for certificates. You don't have to get a degree. You go to junior college and probably get a grant, because it's only going to be like $5,000, and there's plenty of training money to do that, to get money and help. To get a better job. That's what education is about. So you contribute better. So you make more money and the government gets more taxes. Now, how do you like that, those selfish bastards? They're always in it for something, aren't they? Talk to you later.